This is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, son.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Fields going to throw on the first play. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
They'll run on 1st down. Lawrence. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. 22 yards. And the Saints are on the board here first in the season opener.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here we go.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Fields. That's caught. Puka Nacua. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Back to throw now on first down.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Fields. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10.
Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 5. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Working out of the gun, Williams.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Perry.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. Here's Williams, operating from the gun.
Into the hands of Perry, complete.
It'll go as a gain of 4. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To the air once more. Williams.
Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. Well, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Throwing, Hayner.
Flushed out right.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 33. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Lawrence. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Second and 9. To throw is Hayner.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
From the gun, here's Hayner.
Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And that drive is going pretty darn well. 3 previous times converted on 3rd down, but on that one, the defense rose up and said enough of that.
Bates' kick is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw. Fields. Pass complete there to Nakua.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Hayner.
Well, that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
From the gun, here's Williams. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short. Blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Lawrence, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
Throwing is Williams.
Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Looking to throw is Williams.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
1 1st down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space.
Oh, it springs free. Montgomery loses it. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. To throw is Fields. Going to be taken in here by Nakua.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Here we go. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
He'll get it here on the jet sweep.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
2nd and 5. Now Fields.
Over the middle, he's got the hook up to Whittington. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here we go, from the 46, here's 2nd down and 5. Now it's Fields.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Here we go. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Fields now to throw.
Over the middle, it's complete.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Second down and a yard.
Here we go.
Here's Fields.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
They'll try the middle with Montgomery.
Oh, Montgomery just unable to twist free as they hit him short of the line to gain.
Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of a team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Williams. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Second down and 6 now. To the air, Williams.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Flush to his right. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
To throw, it's Williams. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. To throw, Williams. That is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Cortland Sutton in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints will extend their lead here just before halftime. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Throwing to start the drive. Williams. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Up the middle they go. Lawrence. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. On play action, here's Williams.
Sliding out of the pocket. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Andrews. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Looking to throw. Williams. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Andrews from 4 yards out. And the Saints are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point forthcoming. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game.
They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Here's Fields.
And he rifles one incomplete.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. Fields.
And he comes back with one complete.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Connecting with Kupp here on the out route.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it second down.
Here we go, son.
Fields throwing again.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 41-yard line.
12 yards there as they move the chains.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. So the completion good for 7 there, and that will bring up second down.
Here we go, son.
Now Montgomery running right. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Now they'll send Kupp in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started.
This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. Running for it, Montgomery. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Saints will have the football back.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. I don't know, they're just looking good hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of the team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches,
up a little bit.
Just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, "Coach, after all we've been through, there's no way we're losing tonight." He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting. Well, right now, no speech is needed. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Williams. He finds his man. Complete. That's Lawrence. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Williams. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for L.A.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Don't jump. Ready?
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter.
Now 2nd and 9.
Here we go, son.
Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to kick it away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Williams escaping the pressure right.
Completes it to Perry.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
They'll try the left side. It's Lawrence.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 63 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Right back to him on 1st down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. In motion goes the tight end. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lawrence.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Touchdown! Mark Andrews, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Saints are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week one is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here we go.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
A give. This is Montgomery. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Here we go, son.
The offense on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And off comes to Montgomery. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll keep it on the ground. Lawrence.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 103 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On first down, it's Lawrence.
He'll take this to the 46.
Like any team, they would have loved to have had more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Now a give right side. It's Lawrence. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And they will take a knee here.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for New Orleans, they begin the new year 1-0 as they come out victorious here. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.